Hey everybody! So I was gifted this today, and I wanted to take some little bit of a before video before I get to cleaning it and testing it and everything. And kind of excited about this one. This was in my neighbor's garage for many years, as you'll be able to tell here in a second. And this should be a fun one. I'll be curious to see if this still works. So let's take a look at what we have. So it's a Sega Genesis, and there are a couple of games in there. I haven't gone through this yet. I see Home Alone, I see Wayne's World. We have one that's upside down. It looks like we've got two controllers down there. Power supply. Doesn't look like mice or rats or anything have been at this, so it's just dirty, but it's going to be fun to see what we get out of this. So let's see what we can do. Alright, so as I showed you before, we have a Model 1 Sega Genesis to look at today. This was gifted to me by my neighbor, and it's been sitting in their garage for a very long time. We're going to clean it up, see what we can get out of it. So we're going to go through everything we have here in the box first. There is the Sega Genesis system itself. We have Model 1 control pad. We have another Model 1 control pad. An MK1602 AC adapter with fuzz on it. The games we have are Spider-Man, X-Men Arcade's Revenge, Quackshot, starring Donald Duck, Home Alone, and Wayne's World. Cartridge, but no manual. Still cool. One of the legendary bad games. Should be fun to play, hopefully. We'll see. Alright, so what I think we're going to do first is we're going to take the console itself and start giving it a little bit of a wipe down. Try to get some of this years and years of dust and dirt and crud and bugs off of it. Do a little dry wipe down first. I've found in arcade collecting, typically dirt protects stuff very well, so when something's covered in dirt, it's usually in pretty good condition underneath. So we'll see as we get through here. Yep, shaking the camera there a little bit, sorry. Gonna get all the little bits here. Oof. I'm debating whether or not to open this up before powering it up. I don't think I'm going to. I don't think I really need to. I think once we get it cleaned up, it should be fine. I've got a little TV here that I can test it out on, and I've got a spare set of AV cables. All right. I think I've just got enough of the kind of surface level dusty dirt off here, so I'm gonna give it a spray down with some this stuff. Use this to clean arcade games, so it's gonna be just as good for this, I would imagine. A nice little bristle brush here. We're gonna scrape around. I really love how this stuff smells. It smells like clean laundry, and that's like really, like for real, like not like clean laundry, the candles or whatever. It actually smells like clean laundry. It smells very, very nice. So Giving this Genesis a long needed overdue bath. Some crannies here. Like an English muffin. Something. Quick wash down. Rub down here. Lots of dirt off this. Good to see. See that there is indeed a Genesis underneath all of this. Get down in here into the headphone volume jack there. Okay, I'm going to get out some of some Q-tips here and kind of get in the little vent holes here. Now this is not a full 100% restore to mint condition kind of video I'm doing here. I just want to get this cleaned up and fired up and see what happens out of it. So if you're expecting, you know, Concours restoration, it's not here. Not now, at least. It's pretty much what I did with the VIS, if you've watched that video. If you haven't, I'm not surprised, because it's a very obscure game system. But check it out. It's here on the channel somewhere. There aren't really all that many. Actually, it might not be on this channel. It might be. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to put this yet. This will be on... this will either be on my main, or this will be on the BD's Retro Room, so we'll see. Okay, that one was getting a little too covered with fur, so I'm gonna switch these over here. Let's look in there. Oh, it looks okay in there. All right, turn this around. It's looking all right. Give another once over on this side. Oh my God, this fur is everywhere. Okay. My first Genesis, the first Genesis I ever had, I got right after it came out, was a Gen 1. And I haven't had that for a long, long time. The one I'm running right now is a Gen 2, with, or Model 2, I guess, with the Sega CD and 32X and all that fun stuff. But this is really the one that I remember the most from, you know, from when I was littler, I guess. Get in these bits here. That's what I want to clean out. This is a lot of gunk in there. So already looking a lot nicer. Bottom. I'm willing to bet the inside of this is pretty darn clean. Because again, most of the dirt is just the surface dirt from sitting for so long. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give it another quick spray right there. Use my brush. That's better. Yeah, that gets us in there. You can see all the schmutz coming out there. That's what you want to see. Okay. Let's wipe it back down. All right, so our next step is going to be to, I guess, fire it up and see what we get out of this. You know, before we do that, I'm going to move this off to the side. Let's clean up these games. I think clean up Home Alone. I don't really care if this label gets a little damaged. It's already got some ink on it, but that's okay. I don't think this stuff will really hurt it. Clean these up. Definitely going to go with some alcohol and a Q-tip to clean the contacts of this thing up. Again, after, I don't know, probably 20 plus years, maybe, probably more than that. Couldn't hurt. So let's get our alcohol. Get our Q-tip. A little bit of alcohol on that. Good, and let's see how this comes out. Let's see if it's going to come out clean or dirty. What do you think? Yeah, pretty clean. All right, so there's our Home Alone. There we go. Let's move on to Quack Shot, starring Donald Duck. We'll spray. Quick wipe down. These aren't too bad. This one's a little bit dirtier. I don't know if you can see inside there. It's contact's definitely a little bit dirtier than Home Alone, so give that a shot of alcohol here and see what happens.
Hey, Mommy.
Yeah, see, that came out a lot dirtier. But looks nice and clean now. And we have this one. Clean up Spider-Man and X-Men Arcade's Revenge. This one, yeah, this one looks a lot dirtier on the inside. Again, 20 some odd years of dirt and dust and stuff. It's gonna happen. Get in there and clean these contacts. Good deal. Okay, so there's those three. I'm not going to worry about doing Wayne's World because it was in here, so it's nice and clean. Probably clean the case a little bit later, but yeah, that'll be a fun one to try. Ooh, you know what we ought to do? Let's clean this. Clean this thing up. Yeah, we'll spray. Get another paper towel here. We'll wipe down. Sega used so many different power adapters for all their different systems. It's hard to keep them all straight. The 1602 for the Model 1, I think the 2103 for the Model 2, and the Sega CD. And I think like the 1602 worked for the 32X. It was the 32X or the Sega CD, and then you've got the different ones they used for the XI and for the Nomad. Well, no, the Nomad was the 2103. The CDX was a different one. I don't remember what that one is right off the top of my head. But then like let's see, the Megajet used something different. There's so many of them. So I think the Game Gear used the 2103 also. So a little bit of continuity, but not really a whole heck of a lot. All right, let's clean this cord off. Just like every other cord in history, this is tangled up. That. And there is that. Give the cord a little spray. And clean this up. My guess is this is going to work just fine. I'm looking forward to firing it up. I think I'm going to use... we can't not do Wayne's World first. So I guess I probably ought to clean that. Clean the cartridge, at least the contacts, just so that we're dealing with a nice fresh cartridge. Where you go? There you are. THQ, they were the LJN light of classic gaming. I don't think THQ ever made a good game, at least that I remember. I absolutely despised almost every single one of their games. You saw THQ, you knew it was going to suck. Just like with LJN. So, all right. Okay. Got a nice clean cartridge there. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you know what? Can't play it without a controller. Let's clean up this controller. This one's going to be a little sketchy to clean up. Let's start by unraveling. And grab an already dirty paper towel here to wipe her down. I think it's cool finding a system, you know, that hasn't been, it hasn't been turned on in decades. Cleaning it up, getting it all ready to play some more games, and then firing up. You think if these systems had feelings or whatever, they're probably pretty happy. They get to be played again. Think like Toy Story or whatever. Games are meant to be played. Ugh. Covered in fur. So, okay. So that, we're gonna get that out of here. That out of here. All right, let's give this a little spray. I think you can go with, no, paper towels are cheap. We'll go ahead and just use these. All right. Okay. Got a good amount of crud off this one. You know what? While we're here, we'll just do the second one also. This feels good. Give it one more little spray. Clean it up just a little bit more. Look at that, good as new. Told you that dirt seems to really protect the stuff. Hot take from me, right? There we go. Okay, let's move on to the other one. Set this one off to the side. This one. Again, lots of fuzz and dust and fur. Just, all right. Ooh, this was the much more loved controller. All right. You know, why am I trying that? Let's do this. There we go. I tell you, I really appreciate my neighbor giving me this. He knows I'm into games. Him and I have made some fun day-long trips to pick up arcade games, and good friend of mine, Nick. Thank you, Nick, if you're watching this. I appreciate you. Okay, that was looking pretty decent. Spray the cord, and we'll go through and clean that off. Looks like it's got some paint splatter on it again. For the past 30 years, it's going to get a little bit. And I say 30 years because that's probably about how long it's been sitting. I can't say for sure. I don't know, but looking at the games, these are all. It's a Model 1 Sega. It's some older games on it, so just a guess. Guess we'll see if this works. Okay, so these are all now cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead and get this TV set up here, and we will be right back and take a look and see if we get anything out of it. Okay, here we go. We have the Genesis we just cleaned up, did a cursory cleaning of, just so I can power it up. I got the good advice to take it apart, clean out the inside, and throw the plastic into the dishwasher, so I'm going to do that tonight. Alright, so here we go. I have not fired this up. Like I said, I'm going to throw in Wayne's World. So let's take it and see what happens. Alright, it's in. I turn the power on. Okay. Well, let's take a look at something. I may have this plugged in incorrectly. Video, audio, and out. Line 2. Oh, you know what? This is line 1. Let's try line 2. Let's turn this off and try it over. Not seeing anything yet. Let's turn it off. Okay, so there we go. Oh, party time, excellent. Yay, it works. I mean, it's something. Very cool. So I guess while we're at it, why don't we try the rest of the games? Go ahead and turn that off. Let's go over and get the ones we did earlier. Home Alone, Quackshot, Spider-Man. Let's take a look. Get them on back. All right. First up, Spider-Man, X-Men, Arcade's Revenge. Looks good to me. Never played this game before. Literally have no idea what this game is. Get ready, Spider-Man. Probably not supposed to do that. Well, let's try a different game. Let's try Quack Shot. Well, sorry, holding the phone with one hand and playing with the other hand, so exciting. All right, well, that one works. Let's try Home Alone. And as expected, seems like this one works as well. There it is. All right. Well, it seems that they all work. It's cleaned up pretty nicely, and we'll clean up a little bit better after I throw it in the dishwasher. Much to my wife's chagrin, I would imagine. But yeah, Wayne's World, Quack Shot, X-Men, Spider-Man, X-Men, Home Alone, a couple of controllers. All works. So pretty cool. That was fun. I enjoyed cleaning that up. Like I said, these are always fun to do, and I don't really get too many opportunities to do it. But two come along in the past past month or so. So that's pretty exciting. Anyway, enjoy a little bit more Wayne's World here before we say goodbye for the day. Good old Wayne's World theme song. Excellent. Hey, look, it's Donna from Twin Peaks. All right. Anyway, on that note, I will say goodbye. So, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
I'm fixing a game.